I don't have something.
Call meeting to order, 5 p.m. Select board introduction first.
Matt Maxwell, Select Board.
Garrett Keenan, Select Board.
Ed Fournier, Town Administrator.
Larry Ruggles, Rocco Inc. Chuck Newton, Newport Fire.
Chris Roy, Newport Daily.
David Barlow, Town Treasurer.
Israel Samuel Constable.
All right, and online we have Karen from NEKCV. All right, changes or additions to the agenda. Emergency Management Director Jeff Wilson won't be here for number 7. And any public comment?
Nothing really. No real updates from the Newport Fire Department, but I did want to ask if you need anything or want anything for the fall festival. You know, where to accommodate if you're having.
That's coming up at the end.
Yeah.
We do,
Yeah.
right?
Okay,
Given Brittany's contact information.
I've got written.
So you do, okay, yeah, she's the recreation
She
coordinator.
basically, she's looking for help.
The contact written.
Yeah, yeah, we appreciate that, thank you very much.
Thank you, Chuck.
You're welcome.
Any other public comment? All right, first up.
Izzy's got something.
Oh, sorry, is it?
How's that considered doing with the delinquent tax collector?
You lost me, I'm sorry.
With Kate, she had a town, computer.
Oh,
Right,
yes,
that's how that was going.
we had that in the meeting, right? You guys settled it for as
Yeah.
far as you were gonna go, so.
Yeah, we're not, she hasn't returned anything. And we're not gonna pursue it anymore.
No,
Okay,
We've been through a lot with it, lawyers and everything, so.
Yes, Chris.
Madam Chair, so is the information on her computer, on her local drive, or does she have to connect to the town's network? In other words, can she still access that information?
I don't know that answer.
no.
She can't access the current information,
Right.
but we don't know what's on the.
Yeah, we don't know what she's
On
going
the
to
2 computers that she actually has.
Oh, sure.
At least one. So, what we don't know is what's on.
Okay, thank you, David. Anything else? All right, first up, we have NEKCV proposed underground installation, Airport Road, Coventry. I just wanted to give you guys, before I turn it over to Karen, there's 2 printouts, 1 printout each for you there. And Nathan met with their construction manager up there and he okayed everything. It's gonna be on the side of the road. They said it's gonna be like at 3 feet, so it won't interfere with anything Nathan's doing, and then it's gonna be bored under the road, so Nathan's good with everything. I just want to let you know that. Hello, Karen.
Hi.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for having me. So do you have any questions for me or can I elaborate any more? We are proposing just the 3 conduits perpendicular across the road, which those will be direct board, 1 for power, 2 for us. And then we're going to be attaching 2 going along the road and going up in conduit on one of the poles there.
So this is gonna make a connection for them or?
Yeah, so what this is, we're constructing on the airport property, what's called an optical line terminal site. It's like a typical telecommunications, concrete pad with a couple metal cabinets where it kind of, where the electronics are put, and the signal comes in off the fiber, off the lines or underground. It comes into the site, kind of gets regenerated and then goes back out again. And these are being strategically placed throughout the NEK broadband territory, including the CV fiber territory in the middle of the state. We have about maybe 20, 25 or so. And the airport has granted us a lease.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you need from us?
Just to say, okay, we can build it, we can run that conduit. That's basically it. And again, I know Nathan met with our construction manager, John Ricard, last week, and he was okay with everything as according to what John told me as well.
Okay, I will make the motion that we grant permission to NEKCV for their underground installation.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, thank you. Is there any kind of hold or wait or period or anything like that? Or I know they're anxious to get going. We got kind of delayed a little bit because the airport had some questions for us, but now, and I think you were like our last stop. So we'd just like to kind of move forward because we've already got, called dig safe and all that good stuff.
No, I say,
No,
yeah, we
go.
both said go
Get
for
after
it.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Good.
Bye-bye.
Madam Chair, would it be out of order as from the Newport yelling as a Coventry resident to have an explanation briefly on what this is? Like she done.
Oh, she's gone. So this is the local broadband that they're trying to bring, I think, to the whole state, right?
Well, I can jump in. I used to be your rep.
Right, who's our, Charles, right?
Charles, but I'm still a rep. I'm the rep for the town of Kirby.
Yeah.
Don't put that. But it's actually here in the Northeast Kings. We're bringing broadband service to unserved areas. So large parts of Coventry do not have access to broadband internet, getting high speed. So that's what this project is doing.
Madam Chair, any idea how many people, homes, businesses, whatever this is gonna serve and when are they gonna flip the switch? Any idea?
Those are all questions for Charles. I don't know.
And who Charles is it?
Charles Kahn.
He's the
David,
rep for
do they-
Coventry.
Do they, as they get these built, do they turn some people on and more people, they make their connections, or it's all just preparing for the big connection?
Well, yeah, what you're seeing here is the backbone
Mhm.
piece of it, just
Yep.
getting ready to get everything
Going.
going. Then
Yeah.
it'll be some time, I don't know how long, before they start hooking up customers.
Mhm.
But people can express their interest in this at the website, the NEKCD website. If you're at all interested, you can go tell them you're interested. You're not committing, but you might influence their priority as to what road they come down for.
Thank you.
And then is your packet, is that in the packet? May I have a copy of what you're looking at?
You can have, yeah, these.
It's just one page, the picture there.
Oh,
I think we got some merch stuff.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
There you go.
All set, Chris?
I am, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, next up, we have some MERP updates. Barry from Love Coast here with us.
Welcome.
Thank
you.
you.
It's for you.
This is for you guys.
So, it's 3, so I don't know if you want to get one to the other. Okay, so. We went through the process. Bidding the, workout. We had the engineering create the documents. And basically. We followed the protocol and we had one bidder. So we reached out to other people and tried to get
Solid first.
Okay.
Try to get people involved, but we feel like we had a really good bid. And we feel comfortable with the company. And he is going to start putting equipment on the job on Wednesday. We're going to start on our end, taking out the old boiler and everything next week, the 28th. And these are basically your numbers, and you can see at the bottom that you have funds remaining to be put to work somewhere else. So what I did is I basically itemized, you had a scope of work that came in from MERP. And
That's in that middle column.
that's this attachment A scope that we're trying to go by as a guideline. And so basically, obviously, we had done some of the work last year, completed some of these items, and then what we've done with this bidding process is we picked up basically all of the HVAC in the community center and all of the envelope for this building. So we have
shown that we will be now filing the permits that we need for the HVAC work and the air sealing in this building. We have an allowance in here for the propane switching. And you have what you have at the bottom left, so what we need to do now is go to work on this list and prioritize what the select board thinks they want to do, or look at further work in this building. I don't know if there's any insulation upgrades to the attic. Our design is based on what is existing.
Mhm.
So, because we didn't have anything in here to add anywhere. So I guess we could have a meeting at some point. We'll get this moving and this give you guys some time to digest. It's a fair amount of money.
Have you done any, you've only done work here, you haven't done anything, have you done anything at the other garage?
Did work up at the garage. We did all the insulating around the perimeter up there. We did
I was thinking,
overhead doors.
I thought I heard something about that.
Yeah, that work's all been done, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I guess we didn't air seal the windows and wall gaps. There is a detail for that to do that work, but we pumped the brakes until we got all this.
Yeah.
Figured out
Mhm.
here. We've got ADA, there's an ADA allowance in your job, so we've taken advantage of that with the 2 entrances.
Mhm.
In his package, he has copies of all the doors, hardware, all the, everything we're using. He also has the detailed estimate of everything we're doing and copies of all the bids from the bidders.
And those are already in here,
This is all, so what I did is I summarized it for you
Yep.
guys.
Yep.
And I gave him all the detail.
yeah, okay, perfect.
This is great, Larry. Thank you
It's
very
really
much.
good. Any recommendations on something that should be done?
So you'd win big points if you want to put some solar in.
Mhm.
I think that I can talk to Carter, and see. You know, I think we're talking about, you don't have enough to do the structural, go in and structure the roof and put panels on the roof or anything like that. But I could talk to Carter and see if we take this thing with a microscope and make sure, what I'd like to do is once we get Chris in here, see what we've got for insulation up in that gym. We don't really know. And if there's a potential to add some up in there, I would definitely steer you towards that, but you're not gonna use a ton of money doing that.
Mhm.
I guess what it really will come down to for you guys to decide is, what do you wanna do with? I know you're gonna build a new town garage.
Mhm.
That building that's up there is gonna stay there.
Yep.
So there's money allowed to do work on that building.
Yep.
And we could address, take what we have and address that.
Okay. Yep.
So,
Like I said, we can meet again
Yeah.
and with Dan here too.
Yeah, we gotta do it with Dan and.
Yep.
We might need a special work meeting just with us and Larry and.
that's fine.
Mhm.
So we're gonna get cranking.
Okay.
on
Nice.
This place,
Awesome.
That's awesome, yeah, it's great.
and you will have, once that's all installed, you'll have a nice
Yes.
system.
I
and-
can't wait to be sitting up here with AC in July instead of sitting here sweating like somebody on that.
So,
I just had a few questions.
Sure.
The first one was about like where everything's going, the plan for everything, just like the plumbing and the building and all that, like, what it'll end up looking like, if that makes sense.
so we're gonna try and conceal as much of the pipe as we can. What we decided to do was take that back room where the oil tanks are, those will go away. And we were gonna put the air handler in there and build a small room to isolate that. I've got provisions for that in the estimate. And that is then gonna supply out into the gym. So that we don't have this thing hanging from the ceiling out there.
Mhm.
So we've gotta move that. We will have some exposed duct, but to get stuff up into here, I think we mapped out a pretty good plan with Chris we're gonna have to cut and patch. We're gonna try to conceal as much as we can to feed this.
Very good.
You're gonna have a fair amount of equipment on the building. Because you're gonna have, I think, 4 units total. To double check, and a couple of them are pretty big.
Mhm.
So,
Okay, I guess there's some issue with some of the walls here, just so you know, it's been hard to get through them, but. I don't know if you guys ever ran into that or Dave maybe, but. So, you know, are you gonna have to go through the wall in some places?
so some of the places we will, and what we talked about at that meeting was downstairs, if we can't get through a wall that's sufficient, we're just gonna have to. Build a small soffit and conceal the pipe.
Okay. And
I
then
trust you.
the others are quick, just the propane, I haven't heard back from the school yet.
Okay,
But is that, I don't know if you want to talk to them, is it gonna be buried, I forget what you said, or above ground, or if you guys have thoughts.
so our suggestion on that is that. You keep it above ground. So that. If you decide to switch. Suppliers, it's a lot easier. We ran into this in East Haven. And buried tanks always create a problem. When you go to switch, who knows where propane's gonna go?
Mhm.
So what we have is a pad, and then you have bollards. And then the tank, then if you switch out, they either buy the tank or they can come pick it up and move it.
Okay.
That would be my suggestion.
Mhm.
So,
And the last one I got for you is you have 1 or 2 guys that are here on the job.
so we'll have. It'll depend, some days there'll be more, but we're gonna have Owen that you know.
All that I met, yeah.
He'll be here pretty much on a regular basis when Chris is here.
Okay, so I didn't know your guys' thoughts on a key or whatever for timing, I mean, I'm here quite a bit, but for letting Owen in, he's gonna be here the most, so.
Yeah, go with the front door key.
Okay. So I had, unless anybody else has any, Dave,
You know, I read through the specs. Again today, I see, energy recovery ventilation in there. Where will that equipment go?
So. We wanna put as much of the ERV equipment as we can down in the back, in that back room. So for the ERV here, we still need to come up with a really good location of where we can put that. I wanna see the size of it, and it's all coming Wednesday.
That's substantial, Doug,
Well,
in this piece of the building.
it can be, yes, it can be.
Depending on where you put it.
Yeah, we were thinking of putting it over on that side and then getting the ductwork up into these spaces with soffits. This one will be smaller, on this side, it's a fairly large one.
Right, it's the clerk's office, if you would.
You're talking in the clerk's office there, that should only, we should be able to just get a duct in there with the he's flat on that, and just get that in. We were looking at soffit.
Somewhere in the back of the room.
Oh, you mean to put it in there instead of in his office?
No, that's just, I'm talking about. It has to go somewhere.
Yes, we were thinking his office.
But when you bring the ductwork. Into the clerk's office,
Yes, it's just gonna be through the wall.
right across the hall.
Yes, and then we build a soffit in the hallway. There's also access that we got up into, there's a little space too, and we're trying to see if we can route it. Up into this space through there, this space.
Yeah.
Her space. You know, we think a soffit across the hallway, they're not big ducts. They're only like this, so.
It's just a supply.
Yeah, we'll have a return too, and then we can do the exhaust right out, what we wanna try to do is get them somewhere where we can exhaust directly out the wall. Lindenville was a little disappointed in where the engineer had us put it, because it's right in the clerk's office.
Yeah. I'm familiar enough with them to know you don't really want them to.
No.
In your workspace.
Right.
That should be,
So,
fix that now.
you want the fresh air, but not not the ERB itself.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that building, so.
I used to see that one was,
Usable.
Right, unless we're gonna rent
Art
out some mobile people too, so.
in terms of the HVAC unit, they're both. As they're separate mini splits for each. side of the
Yes.
Building.
Yes. Yeah, there's gonna be, there's a head up here, there's a head in her office, there's a head in his office.
But where's the,
The unit will be, so as we split them, we'll split one on each side of the building. There's gonna be a fair amount of stuff on them.
is there a separate outdoor unit for each of the sides of the? building?
Yes,
And not, you have to with lines set across the interior of the building.
definitely don't wanna do that.
I don't want you to.
No.
Okay. When you mentioned exposed ductwork, is that in the gym?
Yes,
And the use of that storage room for the.
that's a big room.
Is, that is unconditioned space, you're gonna condition that space?
When you say unconditioned, there's no heat in there at all.
I think there's a radiator, does it work? I don't know.
Okay, well, we can look into that.
Typically it's,
We won't spend all the money on other stuff until we have that all figured out and make that work.
it's a small concern about that. It's clear it's not outdoor space, but.
Yeah.
Could use a little bit of attention. I believe there's a radiator, but just a little piece of one.
Okay,
Historically, it's quite cold,
okay,
but,
good to know.
and it's only a single story shed roof over it,
Yes.
so. Insulation.
We don't know.
Yeah.
I'd like to nose around in the gym and make sure that we have enough insulation in the attic. I
Right.
spend one this morning on this. But
That's how it is.
the basis of design was minimal insulation. So.
But I apologize to the board members. for
Oh,
No, it's all good information.
ceasefire there.
Very,
all good questions. I love it.
the stove for the kitchen there, that's gonna, the plumbing's gonna go around the building or can it go in the building to the. You know what I mean, the gas part to the stove.
No, we're not gonna run any gas through the building like across the, everything's gonna have to go outside.
Okay, it has to for the stove or whatever.
Yeah, and if it's too expensive, you'd be better off to keep that tank. Do you pay that separately?
No, I don't think so. Do you know, Dave, or? No, I think it's one bill, do you know, or?
Well, that's the only gas
Or you
here.
have it for the generator too?
Oh, yes,
So
that's
there's
right.
one on each side, and I
It's one bill.
One bill, okay.
don't think we'd want to. Replumb that whole thing just for that stove,
So,
Right,
which gets almost no use, so.
So that's a separate thing to talk about, when the conversation came up about maybe looking into a new stove. VLCT says you have to have a commercial stove with a hood and all that. But I can find out if you have to have an electric one or not, so if you're ever interested in the one.
you know, as little as it's used. I don't even know. Does she use it at all on Tuesdays?
Yeah, she does use it.
So, yes,
are you saying it needs a new hood? It's gonna-
No, just that I have VLCT and we have to have, you probably know this, you can't just bring in
A
a
little,
personal home stove, you know, you
Right.
have to have all the stuff there. Sean probably knows that, the hood and march the pressure, yeah.
It's good to know.
Yeah, it should be, you want heated bandwidth here on that based on everything we've done here, so. It's hourly gas fired too.
If they're interested at all in getting a new one, we'd have to let you know before you guys do the plumbing to that and everything, right? Because we're only gonna have one
Well,
on that side.
right, but I'm thinking I'm hearing it where it isn't worth doing all the
Oh,
plumbing.
okay.
Yeah, I would say just leave it like it is with the little tank out there.
Oh, so you're gonna keep this.
Let's
tank,
just
okay.
keep it in the stove and the tank for now.
So we would put the generator. Put the generator and the new heater on the one tank. Cause it would be on that side.
Mhm.
And they've gotta come and do a test, right, to see before we know the size and all that for the tank or.
No, we should be able to give them, we have all the boiler information and everything, we should just be able to give them that.
Okay,
I think we just need to know who's gonna do it.
all right, that's what I'm waiting for you.
So,
Cause we're on with the school and the school talked about changing their
That's
supplier.
what they're working on.
Yeah, because they have,
Did, yeah, so.
okay, yeah, because they have trouble, they run out all the time and,
so our situation will be that we're basically running up against the 1st of August.
Mhm.
We're gonna rip out that heat. We're gonna install that boiler and we're gonna need,
propane.
because we get into the middle of August and we can start hitting some cooling nights.
I gotcha. I'll get it.
So the sooner the better on who's gonna do the gas, so we can get them in the queue to get the tank sent and get ready to go.
I'll ask for an update again. I've just been waiting on it.
If not, if you can't get an update, we need to get a hold of AmeriGas, because that's what we have right now, right?
So do you have a ballpark if we're gonna use, I know it's all brand new, it's, if it's gonna be 1,000 gallons, 100 gallons, 10,000 gallons?
A year?
Yeah. And then we
No, but
can-
I can call East Haven and see how much they use.
So I was gonna say, then we can get quotes from different gas providers as well. That could be
I
something that
think
could be
it's gonna
done.
be worth a couple thousand gallons.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Chris.
Madam Chair, as a Coventry resident and from the Daily, you gotta give maybe a 10-word description. This is to make the building energy efficient.
Yeah, they've done all the envelope outside, they dug it all, insulated it. Last year?
Yeah.
Last summer.
And
Yeah.
who's that?
Rubco.
Look,
Okay, so contractors.
Yes, yep, and now it's the new heating and cooling system for the building.
Okay, I would like to have a copy of that information if it could be emailed to me. Or if you have it.
Yeah, right here, this is his short condensed version.
Thanks, Larry.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Larry, I got a couple quick updates.
Okay.
So this is what they've done and this is the money that we'll have left.
For that.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if you were headed.
Is his name on here?
you got questions for
I
me?
don't know.
There might be one quick one.
Yeah, sure, I can hang.
Yeah, right, the top.
Just a couple quick
Right,
updates.
okay.
Alright.
No, go ahead.
Just the 9:30 deadline, we're good because you contracted with Larry. So you probably see that in the notes there, but by
This one.
September 30th, you have to be under contract and we're with you, so that's good.
That's
under
good, yep.
there. And then, I told Matt a little bit about this earlier, but Efficiency Vermont's been, talking to me about some of these towns have gone over. And Efficiency Vermont's been able to kick in and help, so when I talked to Carter from NVDA, she said to talk to you and see where we were at. Obviously, we're not over yet, but see if that's something we might be able to use. I was thinking maybe the roof up at the old garage, but you and I can talk more about this. I didn't know if you saw us getting to that point where Efficiency Vermont could help or what your, Carter said to ask you about it, so.
I guess my response to that is it depends on what we agree to. And then we can estimate it all and then. First, see where we are, we use up the MERT grant, if we need more money, we call Efficiency Vermont, and say, hey, we're over, can we get this? And
Okay,
so we gotta know this, so the sequence would be to know the scope and then I can estimate it and then we can figure out the dollars.
okay, so just touch base with you once they have more of what they wanna do.
Yep.
Alright, thank you for your
Thank you.
time and answering questions.
Thanks, Larry.
Thank you.
You tried.
A current.
And then the last
Working
one was,
line.
we have a mini grant that Matt got for 4,000 and you should see the slide in there. So it's gonna be expended by the end of the year
You just want one name.
and that can be used.
This one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Mhm.
So that if you read that, it's pretty straightforward. That's some of the stuff you can do, just no hard costs for like equipment and stuff. But I know one thing, you could take that and put it towards like design costs, anything. So you guys don't have to decide today. I just want to give you an update on that. So,
Perfect. Thanks, Ed.
sorry, Chris, I interrupted. Did you have anything else? Or-
Oh, no, sir, I'm all good, thank you.
All right. Thank you again, Larry.
Hey, guys.
Thank
Larry.
you.
See you next time.
We'll see ya.
All right, next up, we have the tree invoice. I printed off your 3 photos, Carrie, but basically after talking with Dave and Deb, all we need.
So do we have did you print out the email?
I didn't, I just printed off your 3 photos
Yeah.
there.
See if I can find it. 'Cause I talked to the,
What's the issue?
Just that, we didn't have a breakdown of the cost. We need, from the tree company, not from the resident, we need documentation of whatever it costs for the town and for him,
Right,
so then.
so he had said,
and what are they not able to produce?
I haven't
that,
spoke to
or-
him. I think that's what. Karen
yeah, I
was-
talked to him and he didn't really send me what I wanted.
I mean, Deb ought to be able to tell them what she needs to.
Yeah, she has told me, that's what, right, Dave, is that what
I
I
told you,
and you told me?
and I'm happy to tell them too. I mean, I'll be the enforcer basically.
Yeah,
On this, because I'm the one that's gonna get my feet ground down by the auditor.
yeah,
But basically, put it in writing, just put it in writing.
Yeah, I had asked him for a bill to split the work and I got pictures of tree work and he says 75% of the work was done on over town right away.
Well,
she's great.
okay, can you?
So yes, so I'll email him back and have him
We
give
need-
me
It could even
something.
be an email response,
Right, we need a
but
document.
something that comes from the person that did the work that authenticates the fact that they did the work.
Yeah.
That's a document and not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send him another email and just let him know we need
Thank you,
a
Dave. and thank you-
breakdown.
Thank you, Carrie, for
Yeah.
taking care of that also. I'll just touch base with you, Carrie, and then keep
Yep.
Dave posted.
Yes.
All right, no emergency management director, I told you, next up is treasurer's report.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Here's the good stuff.
Quick, turn on the air conditioner. All right, well, at the end of the fiscal year, treasury report, June 30th, 2026.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck.
Oh, come on, Chuck, it's good, it's good. Yeah, he runs out the door. All right, so we'll start in the cash accounts, up in the C and D checking accounts, you can see, the revenue that came in was primarily grant revenue, 22,000 something was grants. Most of that was for Coventry Station Road repairs, the close out of that. So good to put that kind of in the rearview mirror, hopefully knock on pavement,
Something.
gravel fill, whatever it is, all that stuff. Okay, so that's good. Expenses looks like a big number, but that was mostly to the investment account.
Okay.
Okay, and then general bill pay. So. That's the cash. Moving on down to the general fund, that expenses and transfer out, most of that 292,474, I think, was that to the investment account. Right, so. Closing the year at 428,513 in the general fund, which is pretty kind of typical of where we're at. You know, in the general fund. Not running too close to that red line, which makes treasurers real nervous. So on the highway fund side, we had a big revenue transfer in, and that was what you approved, moving from the buildings and maintenance fund. That design work that we did for the new highway building. So that came in June as a transfer in. Normal month for expenses, that may be a little less than normal on the roads. Closing the year at 90,507. Yay, it's a black number. That's positive. It's about where we started the year. So, you know, maybe a little more to follow on that. As Melanie and I discuss how we might recommend you run the highway fund. Some years we've zeroed that out, other years, last year we didn't. I think given what we're doing in the building side, we just kind of leave it alone. But both funds in the black, good news, I think, from my perspective. Moving on down to restricted funds, building and maintenance, you can see that transfer happened. So it's now just over 900,000 that's on hand for future buildings. Here there's some planned. And that was the only change in the restricted funds. On down to the EDP fund, we have paid for some EDP expenses over the year. You see 9,566. We only went out and reimbursed part of that from the EDP fund itself. So I'm probably gonna come at you one of the next meeting or two to move some money out of the EDP fund back to the town general fund, just to reimburse it. I know we have an EDP expenditure right now. It may be in fact in the AP piece, but I'll wrap that up and get that to you. And we'll get that restarted for the next fiscal year. Our tax stabilization fund, I'll get you some numbers performance-wise on that, but you know, roughly 3 million increase over the fiscal year. Don't read too much into that. That's just, you know, markets move. Thankfully, sometimes, mostly they go up. But it's, you know, good.
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't have any questions, that concludes June. And I Zoom Melanie, talked to her about getting you a closeout budget report for fiscal year 26.
Great.
Nice, thank you.
Thank you very much, David.
Everything was
Yep,
really good.
everything looks great.
All right. Page and salary sheet.
For easy when you get random checks.
Yeah, no kidding.
Which we did. In fact, July's normal check has arrived. It's pretty much right on target of what I thought they would come up with. So good.
Good. Do we have that here, Ed?
Yep, it's in the
Okay.
middle pile.
Do we,
Yeah, so
this is updated?
It's updated
Okay.
with what you did at the last review session.
Mhm.
So this is what I paid off of.
Mhm.
And it was the 4 changes you made for the full-time employees.
Okay.
That changed.
I will make a motion to approve the fiscal year 2027 wage and salary sheet.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You want that back without Dan's signature?
But no, you can, I'll wait. It doesn't really matter, as long as they're 2. Auditors will be happy.
All right, information technology updates, I've been discussing this with Dave, I just wanted to give you an update, then I've been like hearing some places, Carrie had one, Dan Rondo had one, and then I'll just keep working on it, I just some notes from when I talked with Dave, we need to make sure we have someone that can do cloud computing with data standpoint and configuration of the machines, so I don't know if Dave has anything to add into that.
Yeah, really I mean, we have huge gaps across the board, but cloud storage that's shared and managed so that we can have continuity. And that all the storage is done on the cloud and not machines people are taking home and so forth.
Mhm.
And also the Microsoft subscriptions that we're kind of running up against. Microsoft Office is now mostly a subscription kind of thing, so we need some support with that. That's typically all kind of packaged together, but can be done differently. And depending on who we might go with, also might do website support, they might not. There's a lot of different things. We did meet with Phil and we talked about kind of the boogeyman of IT support, which is touch labor. The people that come touch your machines.
Mhm.
That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
It just is. But our major hurdle right now, I think, is the whole cloud piece and the subscription piece, because we're trying to put these new computers we needed to get online for the transition from like Windows 10 to Windows 11, and our old Office subscriptions were tied to those machines, and Microsoft has made it the nightmare to try and move that. It's a mess. So we're making do, but definitely need to get it better. So more to follow as we chase it down, because we're highly motivated to do it.
All right.
And
Thanks, guys.
the 2, I don't know where that one is, the cemetery and the planning commission have their computers, or at least they were ordered.
Well, they're
last
here,
fiscal
and
year.
that's kind of one of those. Hey, what
Waiting
do?
for the rest of the
They need
stuff.
Microsoft Office.
Mhm.
I don't really think we should go buy licenses. You can get a license that lasts for 2 years, you know, it's a few $100s a piece. Maybe if we're just gonna get a subscription for the town.
Yep. But they were ordered then in here.
Yeah, they're in here,
Yeah,
and
good.
we actually have a new computer for Ed as well, because his has been acting up something awful, and got a new one for Deb, and we need to stand up. Mine was replaced, it's up. Yeah,
Good, thank you.
And just one more thing, I know you guys know this, but I must tell Dave, thank you, because he's always doing computer stuff, which is way out of the realm of treasurer responsibility, so I appreciate
well, it's
it.
the touch labor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also know the Band-Aid nature of it, so definitely want us to move away from that.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
Any
Thanks, Dave.
questions from you guys on where we're at?
No,
All right, next we have liquor license renewals. I just have to make 2 comments for the minutes before you guys move on to that, because I had you look at some from some past meetings, but it was a little bit broad how I had you do it, so this is, you can listen, but this is more for me and for Deb. In the June 1st meeting, for Route 5 Coventry Corporation, it was for tobacco license and second class license. And then for the June 15th meeting, for the 1247 Vermont Corporation business, it was for tobacco license and second class license. So when you do this one, please, if you just look at the top there, it should say something like tobacco or second class. Do you see that there?
Yeah, tobacco substitute.
And yeah,
so
substitute.
this is for the vaping and all that again, must be.
This is the newest one. Is that what that's for? I just know it's different, so I just want to make sure you put the wording in.
Yep.
Thank you.
Make a motion to approve the tobacco substitute endorsement for 1247 Vermont Corporation.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Perfect, thank you.
So just the one? Yes, Chris.
Rich, who is that?
Little John's.
Oh, they open again?
Somebody bought it. Yeah, so now the name of it is just their name is just their address.
The Covenant,
11247 Vermont Corporation.
interesting. Are they just a paper store, are they a mini mart and all that stuff, or do you know?
I have not been there. No, I do not know.
Thank you.
All right, next is official posting places for town information. So I've been posting stuff up at Royers, and keeps getting taken down because they need more space. So he looked around when I was in there the other day. It looks like they have a board, but it's full, so he didn't want it on that or any other place. So he said I could put it outside. I put some outside. It got covered up with their stuff, so it's not an ideal place right now. I know we had discussed Martha's, and then I talked to Deb earlier because she posts a lot of stuff, and she suggested using the landfill as the other place. But any thoughts from you guys, and if you want to change it tonight or?
Let me think about it.
We
Think about
definitely
it.
need to change it, but they've got the most traffic
They do.
there,
It's the
so.
best place up there.
For now, maybe.
Landfills, nobody.
Nobody goes inside.
No.
Okay, for now, I'll make do putting it outside if that's okay with you
Yeah,
guys.
they won't let you put it under the counter.
No, I think they've
They
been
cover
robbed
it.
so many times. He's putting pictures of the people on from his camera all through there, so he said he doesn't want any more there, so.
Yeah, we.
Which is a sad reason that you can't
It is,
feel
yeah.
bad for him. All right, so you wanna think about it, I'll make do for now.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like a place around here, but
I'll talk to him and ask if I can continue to find a space outside, he said I could use outside, so.
that's where most people see the agenda is there.
Bring it to you in another meeting.
Yeah.
Okay,
Chris,
Do you post in the newspapers anymore?
if we have to,
For special
Yeah.
things. Just the posting for the meetings,
Because
yeah.
a lot of people still get the newspaper,
Mhm.
and especially. So, yeah, so I would appreciate if you would consider that, because everybody gets the newspaper anyway.
we would, we have to pay for that though, Chris. We
And-
can post it for free at the other places.
My taxes are free.
Okay, all right, all set, Chris?
Yeah.
Other business, the first one is, we're trying to organize some stuff in the kitchen and there's a cabinet down there with some cleaning stuff on the left, on the right. There's some old dishes and I guess whoever owned this house, Kimball, is that the name? The house
Next door,
that
yes,
the town bought, they donated them and they're all in there taking up the whole row, so. I guess the question is, where do you want them and what do you wanna do with them? Do you have any thoughts? It's old dishes, nobody's using them. I guess I talked to Deb Lucas, the town owns them. They were donated by Kimball.
Oh, boy.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. You can just get rid of them, yep.
Unless somebody wants them.
Mhm.
Huh?
David, you want some dishes?
No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just get rid of them.
All right.
I think, well, it doesn't matter.
Well, I think,
The source of them is like little. Doesn't,
oh, are we
it's not
gonna,
worth wasting.
are we gonna make somebody mad by doing that?
No.
Not that I know of.
Okay, I mean, I don't wanna.
I don't know.
I certainly don't wanna offend anybody. but
I don't know
they're-
who else to check with. other
Yeah, I
than
mean,
Deb
if
Lucas.
they're taking up space that we did get rid of them.
We can
If
use
they're
it, yeah.
not Deb Lucas's, then I don't know.
Yeah, we get mystery donations down there.
Okay.
Coffee machines, microwaves, and
Oh, really?
stuff appears.
Really?
Put them on the steps.
Yep.
Free.
Alright. You guys got the email from Brittany, our recreation director. And she just would like me to, so the first email was just about, she needs a lot of help and help from the town for the fall festival. She gave me a list here, and then in the email, she was gonna try to make it tonight, she asked me to convey to you. The importance of the assistance from the town, and she'll need some assurance this week. That somebody's gonna help her, I mean, I'll offer to do what I can, but you got the emails.
Mhm. Yeah.
She's needs a lot of help and it's threatening the festival if she doesn't get the help, so she wanted me to report that.
I think a lot of people just show up but she doesn't have she doesn't have a list of people that she knows is gonna show up, but a lot of
Right.
people do show up.
Izzy will be there.
Izzy will be there. I know, I talked to Jeanette Shelifo and she was asking me about it, so I gave her the list of stuff from the email and
Okay, I'll let her,
I know a lot of people, yeah.
I'll let Brittany know you passed it along with some
Mhm.
people. And,
Yeah.
You can reach out to the school, see if they've got anybody that,
Okay,
Mhm.
reach out to Jess.
yeah, send Jess an email.
Email, yeah,
Yeah.
just ask.
Just say if she's, she might know.
Okay. I'll let
Maybe-
Chuck mention too,
Yeah,
Fire department.
get the fire guys down here to help.
Mhm.
okay,
Yep.
I'll let Brittany know, thank you.
Yep.
Approval of minutes, July 6th.
I read them earlier today, they look good to me.
They look good to me.
I will make a motion to approve the minutes of July 6th, 2026.
Second, no, yeah, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'm not seeing any warrants
No
here.
warrant. Deb just sent the message, gonna send them to you Thursday.
Sending to you Thursday, but I have a note about the warrants. About the paving warrant there, that I told you we'd get a counter.
Yes, yeah.
I talked to EJ from, it's whatever it is, it's not Hutchins.
It's
now.
not Hutchins anymore, Allstate Construction.
Yeah, he's happy to talk to whoever, but he wants you to know it's the quote is per ton, whatever the tonnage is used, that's what they bill you for. Nathan and Norm were up there talking about, if everything was approved that he had to pay, he said sometimes it goes over, sometimes it goes under, but it's not a lump sum quote or contract. If it was, they just stop when they were at that number. And that's why it was more, because it's per tonnage, and I put both the contract and the invoice there for you, but he wanted me to let you know that, so. And he would like, it's up to you guys to decide, but he'd like an answer sooner rather than later, because he has to let them know.
David, what's our answer?
I I guess it depends on your viewpoint of, is it a quote or is it a contract?
Yeah, I always thought it was a contract.
It seems like that to me.
I mean, Carrie signed it.
But it
And
also-
then, what if they just invoice us
Right,
for the extra work, because they did, like, where they had dug up they dug up
Oliver, this is.
Alderbrook Road, they paved, and Coventry Station
It's
Road.
on the end, still stuff.
So I mean, this wasn't in the original contract, this, right? This hand paving all the road. We didn't
But we-
have-
Right,
but we did pay that.
Right,
We paid it. Yeah, I take this wording to make it a contract, the bid, they made a bid,
yeah.
that's the bid. I'm thinking that other towns. Not telling you what to do. It's
so did
just-
you,
it's just-
the
but
Alderbrook
my
Road,
opinion is that it's more a contract than a quote.
Mhm.
did we pay already the Alderbrook Road, that one swash of pavement?
Whatever this handwork was.
Yeah, hand paving around the culvert.
Cause that just happened at the same time, so
Right.
while they were here doing
Mhm.
that, we already paid for that.
Yeah, the Webster and Alderbrook, I think Webster was on the quote.
Webster's on the quote, the Alderbrook Road was not, that was where
not.
it was flooding and they had to change the culvert
Right.
and we had Nate get quotes.
Mhm.
And these guys were it,
They did it,
they did it,
so we paid them for that,
okay, that's already been paid for.
right? It has been.
It was on
The difference in the check is the rest of it.
and that was,
It was like 2,400-ish.
so that was if I'm recalling correctly, that's for the Coventry Station Road. He changed a culvert before they got there so they could pave it at the same time versus coming back to pave it.
Well, I think the culvert washed out in a big rainstorm.
Maybe, but they changed the culvert
Yeah.
right at the intersection.
Yeah, it's right on the town line.
And I feel like that was, he did it so that it could be paved out at the same time instead of having to pay them to come back.
Yeah.
And I feel
Yeah,
like that was
that's-
through a meeting.
And that,
You had no issue paying that.
that was already paid.
There's still like 2,800 over on the original.
It's the
agreement.
original agreement.
If you take the Alderbrook Road out, right, there's still $2,800.
Yes.
I guess I'm not following. Okay,
So.
Data did
Separated
that.
two events.
yeah,
There's the hand paving that we engaged with them to do separately,
yeah, that's paid for.
as a matter of convenience, that's
Yeah.
paid for. There's the contract price for whatever that is, $298-ish.
Mhm.
They actually billed us like 302 for the contract price.
Okay, so it's within the contract price
Yeah,
that we're negotiating.
it's like, well, we have a
Okay,
bid.
now I'm
They-
following.
They made a bid. You know, a bid, to me, a bid is a bid. It
Mhm.
says, we're gonna do this job for
For this
that.
amount of money, correct, okay,
And if we're not gonna do it for that, if we're instead gonna make it wishy a little different, then the language should be included to say, it's an estimate, here's an
Mhm.
estimate.
Mhm.
Just to me, again, my opinion, it's worth what it's, not a whole lot. Quite frankly,
Yeah.
but it's just my interpretation of that when I see bid, oh. okay,
No,
that's what they're gonna do.
I think you're right. I just. Not really that much.
Yeah,
My
no,
thought, too.
with my treasurer hat on, I'm
Yeah.
just looking for select board
Right.
decision,
Yeah.
you guys decide what you wanna do.
I'd say pay it.
Okay, yeah. If it was,
I'm not gonna get,
100,000.
I'm sure that's gonna go, the audit's gonna look at that.
Right, I know,
Um,
yeah.
So for sure, I need to be able to point at minutes and say, the board
Okay.
decided,
make a motion.
okay, the
Yeah.
board decided.
I will make a motion to pay the Allstate construction invoice.
The balance of it.
Yeah.
Second,
Balance too.
all those in favor?
Thank you for letting me know tonight too.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I don't think we should. They've been pretty good to us.
Yeah, they have.
For the balance to pay or.
No,
Yeah.
I know what this.
I know, I just, if you needed any other documentation from Allstate, let me know or whatever, but sounds like you got it.
Don't think I do, but the devil let me know. Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, for clarification, how much is the invoice for?
additional, what was it, $2,800-ish?
It's $303,251.06.
Now, how much did you approve tonight?
I think it's around 2,800, but that's an estimate.
Yeah.
That's because there's extra work that needs to be done.
I'll run the number for you. They just deposited the check today, so it's a little easier for me. Just need to pull it up. But I think it's probably appropriate that I do it for everybody. Hello?
And you already mentioned the other warrants would go to you Thursday.
Okay.
I've sent it.
Yep. I will try to remember. Text me if I can get it out.
I'll send you a reminder.
Yeah.
Text.
See that?
What can we do for you?
I'll be at a meeting at 6 o'clock today.
Oh, there's another meeting after this one?
I'm coming down Joyce.
What's that?
I had a meeting on my phone scheduled.
Oh,
Fire
okay.
district or?
Fire district, oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I think that got moved, although I can't really
Yeah, he may have told me that.
tell you for sure. It's $2,827.06.
$2,827.06.
$2,827.06.
But
That's what they
you
do.
do it this week, on this week,
Okay, we're adjourned.
Thank you.
28, 27.
Thank you, everybody.
$6.
Thank you.
I guarantee if I didn't hit